channel. MJ Tested Life video reaction. We're gonna do a video reaction to a song called Harper Valley P.T.A. So let's check it out.
Daughter who attended Harper Valley Junior High. Well, her daughter came home one afternoon and didn't even stop to play. And she said, Mama, got a note here from the Harper Valley P.T.A. Well, the note said, Mrs. Johnson, you're wearing your dress is way too high. It's reported you've been drinking and running round with men and going wild. And we don't believe you ought to be bringing up your little girl this way. And it was signed by the Secretary, Harper Valley P.T.A. Well, it happened that the P.T.A. was gonna meet that very afternoon. We're sure surprised when Mrs. Johnson wore her miniskirt into the room. And as she walked up to the blackboard, I can still recall the words she had to say.
Well, what you think of it so far?
I feel look funny.
Oh, because of their clothes?
No, like the way they sing, just like something like that. It's it's making her voice is different, I think. And P.T.A.
Oh, it's her singing style.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the guitar is like, it's like a manual, like there's
yeah,
a manual.
it's he's kind of playing like a steel guitar. This is definitely a country song. This is old country. You know,
it's a really old country song, right? It's something like that.
I'm maybe someone that knows this when this came out. Based on the looks, I'm saying probably the late 60s, maybe 70s. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very old.
I like the story though so far.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see
why
where
it's
it's gonna
funny,
go.
because the song is really funny, you know.
Talking about,
they're talking about
wearing short skirts
and high and something like that.
Yeah.
And then everyone look at the.
Basically, they're criticizing the mother of the daughter, saying about how. Basically, they're gossiping.
Yeah, it's like gossiping, and they are criticizing the shirt,
the skirt or the dress,
wearing.
what they call it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
She said, I'd like to address this meeting of the Harper Valley P.T.A. Well, there's Bobby Taylor sitting there, and 7 times he's asked me for a date. And Mrs. Taylor sure seems to use a lot of ice whenever he's away. And Mr. Baker, can you tell us why your secretary had to leave this town? And shouldn't Widow Jones be told to keep her window shades off, pull completely down? Well, Mr. Harper couldn't be here 'cause he stayed too long at Kelly's bar again. And if you'll smell Shirley Thompson's breath, you'll find she's had a little nip of gin. And then you have the nerve to tell me you think that as a mother I'm not fit. Well, this is just a little Peyton place, and you're all Harper Valley hypocrites. No, I wouldn't put you on because it really did. It happened just this way. The day my mama socked it to the Harper Valley P.T.A. The day my mama socked it to the Harper Valley P.T.A.
I like how that went back. So you might not know this, but back in the day, the way my mom explained it to me, when girls got pregnant, when they're out of wedlock,
Mm-hmm.
especially if they're underage, they actually literally left town.
Why?
Because they didn't want the scandal of
Because of the
seeing
gossip.
their daughter being pregnant out of
It
wedlock.
seemed like that here
Really?
before, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I like it.
Now it's like, you know, they don't care.
Yeah, well, it's the same
Not-
here, the same
yeah.
way in the States. But that's why I caught that reference where they're saying, why is your secretary had to leave
Out
town?
on the town and then
Because
yeah.
she was pregnant.
That is
You know.
that's why it's funny because they are like gossiping someone is
It's basically she knew all this stuff that was going on, but she, unlike them, she wasn't gossiping
so
to
I
people.
think this song is like dedicated to all, you know, our mom because last time is very shy when you are pregnant and you need to, you know, you need to hide somewhere so the people,
Yeah, it used to be really looked down upon. You know.
and they really care what people said
Yeah.
before.
Well, I like the fact that here she was. They were criticizing her for the way she looked, saying she's wild, but yet she seemed to have more decency to not gossip. But since they put it out there, okay, so she's showing up at the
I
P.T.A.
feel
meeting
like it's
and letting
sleeping this song.
everybody know what's going on. It's like, you don't think, you know, why is this person always asking me out 7 times? Why is it that when your husband goes out of town, you're doing this? And why is it when your wife is gone, you're doing this?
Yeah.
She's just letting it all out. It's like, you're being a bunch of hypocrites, just like she said. She's from somewhere down south. I don't know where, but definitely down south. But I like that song. I like especially considering the time that this song came out. That's I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.